side, and you left me unwanted, and you looked at me like I abide. Here's what my girlfriend said to me. I didn't know what it meant then, but now it is so frequent to me. I hear like dogs never sing. Just one day I'll grow like a tree. Just one meal and see what's me. And there's nothing but tempt on your side. You can cry all you want to, but I won't be the patient one back.
Who is the
licking pleasure sucker, harder than a motherfucker. She's a quick licking pleasure sucker, harder than a motherfucker. And she knows who she is, and she gives me whatever I want. She has got me locked up, tighter than I thought. She's a quick licking pleasure sucker, harder than a motherfucker. And she knows who she is, and she gives me whatever I want. I got some leather in my suitcase, forget my wife and try to see her. Oh wait, no, bitch, you got some face. Okay, you're burning, I got fear. So play my friend off the deep end, and you can see what's there. What can you hide? I can't condole myself. What is right? I love myself. What is real? Who knows? Your emotion in a bottle. Thoughts of you tattooed to my mind as I wonder what to wear, what to eat, who to be. Will I see you again? And as my car breaks down, I shake my head and say, if you only knew what I will
if you want to send some stuff to me so I can check out what you have sent, please send it to this exact address. However, you may only send some stuff that I am interested in. No airplane, okay? Because if you send something like this, I will make sure that I will tell you that I do not like this film at all. That and the individual 4K release, which had the exact same front cover artwork as the 40th anniversary steelbook. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Unless if you would send me that Zucker Abraham Zucker 3 film collection set that I'm gonna get for top secret, which I actually do have a version of it and I will show it to you in 12 seconds. Well, you can probably tell that I'm not gonna get it for Airplane, I'm not gonna get it for Naked Gun, I'm only getting it just for Top Secret. However, I do think that you should send the set as a whole because, let's face it, it's a big deal. Well, we did get the 4K only edition for some reason, and yes, I got it for Top Secret. You see that? I told you I would get it. So make sure you send stuff like this, or this, or this, or this. And yes, even Airplane 2 the sequel. Oh, and get this, a special collector's edition of Twister, complete with a steelbook that features not only the secondary poster artwork, but the image of the pipe scene on the back. Heck yeah, I'm getting this. Well, actually, we do have the double feature set, which consists of Twister and Twister, so we're pretty dang close. And also Airplane 2 the sequel, which had this cover. Just look at those nuts. I can't keep up with them all. And even the one in the original theatrical poster. Like, look at it. And just look at this poster for the worst film of all time. I mean, come on, do they really need to tie that plane up into another? I mean, that part never actually happened in the film. I mean, they clearly just used a toy model plane. Like, come on, really? And yes, this is what the plane actually looks like in the film. And here's another image of that same goddamn plane model, also from the film. God damn it, I hate this film. And even here, in this Australian VHS cover for the film, where the plane looked completely different, where it had a much longer nose compared to the original poster's shorter nose, and they gave it some eyes and a full-on smile, making it look like that the plane is actually freaking laughing! And it looked terrifying. Thank God it didn't even make it into the DVD, Blu Ray, and 4K releases. And its different titles, like this one known as Flying High, but I would refer to the film with this title. And the same exact thing happened with Airplane 2 the sequel. And we found the reason why. Universal. And the Concorde Airport 79. Universal didn't even want the title of Airplane being used in all parts of the globe, so the title had to be changed. And as for the Concorde Airport 79, however, not only did they have to avoid competing against Airplane or Flying High in some parts of the globe, but they also changed the marketing campaign from "At twice the speed of sound, can the Concorde evade attack?" to "See it for the drama, see it for the laughs." Why? Because Airplane exists. Or so we thought. But not so in this case, because on the 4K release, yep, it's still called Airplane, not Flying High. Do you agree that it's still called Airplane and not Flying High? Do you? Do you? Well, I don't think so, you confusing title-changing nerd. I just hated it so much. So make sure you send in to this address, and I hope to God I will look at them. And in the words of the good old immortal named Connor McLeod,
there can be only one.
If you came to party, make some noise. If you came to party, make some noise.
Airplane just opened the door to Hollywood for us for as long as we wanted it. I mean, it really worked pretty well, and we understood that kind of humor, so we could do that.
You're gonna love this end screen we made by ourselves, 60 frames per second and all. Scariest plane of all time? Make sure you look at the logo for some reason, cause it's getting wicked.